Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you've been following my content, I recently just posted a video where I upgraded and bought myself a new XPS 8950 desktop from Dell. Now I figured with that new XPS, maybe it was time that I also upgrade my office chair as well. After all, the one that I'm currently using and the one that I've had for the past couple of years is really starting to wear out, and in addition to that, it constantly makes this squeaking noise which I haven't been able to fix. Now since I went with the Dell, I figured why not also pair it with an Alienware gaming chair. Now I had considered getting a chair from Secret Labs, but figured for the price and a little bit more savings, why not instead go with an Alienware S5000 Gaming chair, which also has just as many positive reviews and a price that is a little bit more inexpensive. Although it is still expensive, it's not as expensive as those chairs from Secret Labs. So stay tuned and we'll go ahead and unbox this, put this together, and see how well it works. Okay, so first off, this chair costs around $350 retail. Now I am sure that there are some promo codes out there that you can pair, just like the ones that I used, that you can use to bring the price down even further. In addition to that, I did use the TopCashback plugin to get an additional 4% cash back. So if you've got that plugin installed, I definitely recommend using it because any kind of cash savings or cash back is always going to be a benefit. Now if you don't, or if not, then I'll go ahead and leave a link to both the chair and my TopCashback referral so that you can get some money back for signing up and some cash back for most of the online purchases that you make. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and start by unboxing this to see what we get and then put it together to see how it works. So as you can see, it's a pretty big box, especially because it is a chair. So I assume there's not many parts to it, but you know, this is one of those gaming chairs, so it's gonna be pretty big and it is fairly heavy. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this off. And as you can see, it is labeled as an Alienware chair, which is the gaming line for Dell. Okay, so first thing you get is this 5-star steel base. And it's wrapped up pretty nicely actually, but we'll just go ahead and tear those off. But it's a very durable feeling base. It's made completely of this steel material, so very durable. It is not fingerprint resistant, so you will add fingerprints to it pretty easily. Okay, then we've got the backing. This is pretty nice. It's got this white and black with blue linings kind of look to it, so that's a pretty nice looking chair. It's a pretty nice color, and then it's got these plastic air holes in the top part of it, which is pretty cool. And then of course on the front of the backing itself, it's got the Alienware logo as well as the Alienware brand. Same thing on the back actually. And it is pretty heavy. So the framing inside of the chair is a steel frame, so that will definitely add some weight to this chair. It's also got, looks like, I want to say this is the, is this the headrest or is it the lumbar pillow? I think this is probably the headrest pillow. This piece right here. These are the wheels, the caster wheels. It's assembly manual right here, which I think is pretty colorful, thick, and it's a pretty hefty little book for an assembly manual. You've got the bolts, which is cool because it comes with this tool as well to screw in the bolts. And I'm gonna guess this is the gas-powered base. Yep, so this is the gas-powered piston that you put the chair on top of. Okay, and this is the base, the chair base with the 4D adjustable armrests. And I'm not going to use my knife here because I don't want to damage the chair. Now the armrests themselves are a pretty thick, durable plastic. It's not one of those rubber plastic feeling things, but it is a pretty thick plastic. And again, the base is also heavy because it's got this steel frame as well inside. Now what's nice is, aside from these pleather-like material, there's also this microfiber material that feels like suede. So it's got a soft feeling to it for both the center backing and the center of the base, chair base itself. I like that the reclining trigger is right here on the side. It's not under the chair, so you're not having to reach over and under the chair to adjust the reclining. You can do it easily from the side of the chair right here. So we'll go ahead and put that aside. And then this, I believe, is, okay, so this one I think is the lumbar support pillow. And then this is the neck rest pillow itself, also with the Alienware branding on it. Okay, and then of course the final piece is the base that goes underneath the chair, so you can adjust the height. So I'm going to assume that assembly is fairly easy because it looks like it only has 4 screws or 4 bolts that you need to install. Unlike my previous chair, which had a number of different screws, both to install the arms, the legs, the base, and the chair itself. So let's go ahead and assemble this and then see what it's like. So we'll just move this out of the way. Okay, I don't think I'm going to need instructions, so I'm not going to look at that. Now these casters are rubber and they are smooth rolling, so you can't hear a single thing when they're rolling, which is pretty nice. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and install this base. Okay, so like I mentioned, this does come with a pretty nifty and pretty sturdy looking tool to screw the bolts in. Now I had thought about using power tools because sometimes they're just easier that way, but with this tool, and since it's only 4 bolts, I figure I can just use this and screw them in manually using the tool itself that came with the chair. Okay, so before we install the... Okay, so first thing, let's go ahead and put the base on. So it does have the 4 screws that are included on the bottom. So looks like it's there. All right, so we are going to need to unscrew this. Now I did say that I wasn't going to use power tools, but I think I actually might. Let's follow the diagram. Put this towards me like that. Okay, so you're going to want to use the diagram because you want it to make sure it's facing the right way and all the parts are installed correctly. It would suck to have to restart and do this again. So first things first, let's go ahead and remove this caster. Okay, so what's nice about these screws, they're very thick and durable as well, just like the rest of the chair. Let's go ahead and unscrew this. Okay, I probably won't use the power tool, just because this thing works pretty well already. Okay, so the tilt knob faces the front, according to the instructions. Make sure it's straight and then tighten these down. I always tighten the corners, each of the corners first, to make sure I get an even fit. Okay, so that is done. Next we will put in the piston, then we will put in... Okay, now I'm not sure if I want to use these wheels. I'll go ahead and put them on for now, but I'm probably going to end up replacing them later. with other wheels that I have that I prefer. Okay, so there's the base all set up. Okay, so next we want to put these right side up. Okay, we want these straight up right now. Then we will mount the backing to the chair as well. Okay, and hopefully these bolts will go in. Okay, it takes a little bit of adjusting and jiggling around, but you know, once you find the holes, it should go in pretty easily. But it was not that easy to just slide on in. And again, you use the same tool that you used on the base. Installation of this backing is not that easy. Okay, let's come back to that side. Let's try this side. Okay, this side seems to have found the top hole easier. Hopefully the bottom hole is going to be just as easy. Okay, so I did find it challenging to get this one top screw in. So what I did was I took the top off again and pre-installed the screw, and hopefully it'll catch on the latch inside so that I can screw it in. I'm also going to use this power tool so I can just continue to turn and adjust the chair until it catches that hole. So hopefully this will get it to work. Okay, so it looks like I caught the hole. Okay, so that's installed. So now that that's installed, the tough one, I'm going to go ahead and install the other ones that were a little bit easier to install. Okay, this one I also just screwed in previously, so got that one working, and then this one I think is going to screw in easily as well. Okay. Just a little bit faster than manually trying to twist this and turn this to try to catch it to catch. Okay, so this is the final chair. Put the lumbar support pillow in, put the headrest neck support pillow in. And again, this is, you know, pretty nice feeling. So it's both leather and this feels like a soft rayon, or feels like this soft cloth material. Okay, so this is the chair. This is the new gaming chair, and it does roll a little bit smoother, but again, I'm probably going to install some wheels that I had on my previous chair, which allows me to, you know, move this chair easier on all kinds of surfaces. This one's still a little bit resistant to moving with the tires that it comes with, although these are nice tires, but I figure I have better tires or better wheels that I can install from my previous chair that also kind of matches this chair. All right, so this is the chair fully assembled. Now I know you can't tell by just looking at it, but this chair is made up of an ultra premium high resiliency foam. This thing can stand up to about 4 pounds per cubic foot of weight according to the specs, which is close to that of memory foam. So unlike my previous chair, this should retain its durability and conform naturally to my body for a comfort fit every time that I sit in this chair. So let's go ahead and test this thing out. Okay, so just a little bit more about this chair as well as some of the specs. Now, apparently the backrest of this chair is a microfiber material that's infused with ground coffee. Now don't ask me how that's done because it's a patented piece of technology from Dell. But what's good about it is that it does allow for breathability and airflow. It also does a great job in cooling and quick drying the chair if it ever gets wet. And it's also a good control for any kind of odors, especially when you've got those intense gaming situations. Now another thing that I learned about this chair while researching it was if you look at all the stitching on this chair, whether it's on the base, the back, the sides, and all throughout the chair, everything is sewn together using silver thread, which adds to the chair's durability and antibacterial capabilities. Now what that means is not only is this chair durable and won't fall apart on you, but silver apparently interrupts the ability for bacteria to form chemical bonds, which is something that I just learned. So again, this thing is antibacterial and will not allow any kind of bacteria to form on it. Now while I was unboxing this chair, the other thing I noticed and shared was it does have a 5-star aluminum base for maximum maneuverability and stability. In addition to that, the entire chair itself is made up of a steel frame, which means that this chair is super solid and super durable. Now when it comes to adjusting the height for this chair, the good thing about this chair is that it's got an industrial grade gas lift. So like most chairs, it's got this little lever on the right side that all you have to do is pull the trigger and you should be able to adjust yourself to the proper height that's comfortable for you. In addition to that, the lever can also be used to lock and unlock the lift itself. So you can set it and then push it in so that it locks so you aren't able to adjust it, or you can pull it out to unlock it so you can again adjust the chair. Now according to the specs, this chair is capable of handling up to 600 plus pounds, so this thing can handle a lot. Now the other thing I like about this chair is that it can recline at angles between 80 to 140 degrees. So let's say you have one of those work days where you just want to be lazy and relax. You can pull this handle and recline it as far back as you'd like. And if you want to take a nap or need to take a nap, you can do so. Okay, and then all you have to do is pull the lever again to recline it back. So it's got different stages that you can set it to, so you can recline to your comfort. Now you can't lay completely flat, but you can further adjust your angle just by using the independent tilt on the bottom of the chair, which is that little big knob that's on the bottom in the middle of the chair. Now when it comes to these armrests, like everything else, it's not one size fits all. So what I also like about this chair is that you can adjust these armrests, which are 4D adjustable. Now what that means is you can either use these triggers on the outside to lift the armrests up or down. You can use the 2 front buttons here to move it either back or forward, or you can move the armrests out or in using these inner buttons. The other adjustability that you can do is you can angle out these armrests so that you can adjust them to what fits your comfort level. So fully adjustable in every single different way. The only thing is you can't adjust it angled up or down, but who needs that? So pretty much everything on this chair is fully customizable for that extra comfort. Now the other customizable feature that I like about this chair is that it comes with these 2 memory foam neck and lumbar support pillows, which you can use or remove depending on your level of comfort. Now color-wise, I do love the color of this chair. I love the black and white and blue undertones that make up the color scheme of this chair. Now because this chair is white, that's where I'm a little bit nervous because it can either stain or color transfer. But I guess that's something that I'm gonna have to live with just because it does match my room aesthetic as well as the color of my brand new PC. Now when it comes to the design of this chair, I feel like all details were meticulously thought of when it came to the design of this chair, all the way down to the wheels themselves. I mean, if you look at the wheels themselves, they look like these race car wheels with 5-spoke rims. Motorsport look of the chair, so that it even looks like that these tires are race car tires with rims on them. Now the wheels themselves are made up of this rubbery polyurethane material that allows for easy gliding across any kind of surface. However, I am going to probably switch these out to these polyurethane wheels that are thinner that are on my current chair, just because I feel that those wheels move across surfaces a lot easier, and not just carpet surfaces, but all kinds of surfaces. Now don't get me wrong, these wheels on this chair slide and move across carpet very well, but I think because of how thin the other polyurethane wheels that I have are on my previous chair, those just move a lot more easier. Okay, so in this video, we unboxed, we put this thing together, which we did have a little bit of trouble with, and we tested out the chair itself. For me, I like it. I like how durable it is. I like how solid it feels. It's very comfortable and it supports my body weight. And I just like how smooth it glides and how quiet it is. Now, for $300 plus, is it worth it? I mean, my previous chair was about $100, or a little bit over $100, and it lasted me for a good while. Now, it does squeak and makes a lot of noise, and it's starting to wear out, but I feel that, for a little over $300, this chair may last a little bit longer. I do like the design of the chair. I like the fact that it can recline, and it has lumbar support as well as optional neck support from a pillow perspective, which I can take away or add when I need it. And I like the fully adjustable nature of all the different features in the chair. Now overall, for the price, I'd say this is pretty worth it. I mean, the materials are nice. It seems like a very durable build, and it is comfortable. How long will it last? I can't tell you, but just by the way it feels like it's a very durable product that's gonna last me for many more years. So would I recommend this chair? I think so. Okay, so again, this is my unbox and review of the Alienware S5000 Gaming chair. If you want one for yourself, I'll go ahead and leave a link to it in the description section below. I will also go ahead and leave a link to my TopCashback plugin referral in the description section below in case you want to use that as well for an additional 4% cash back. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please make sure you go ahead and support this channel by smashing that like button and subscribing. It'll really help me out with that YouTube algorithm. In addition to that, please make sure you go ahead and ring that bell icon so you can get notified when I post new content. If you do have any questions for me or comments, please make sure you leave them in the comment section below. Other than that, until next time, see ya.